This is how a FNAF noob platinumed FNAF 1. Now I know what you're thinking. Didn't I already make a video on FNAF 1? Yes, I did. It was my first video on the channel last year, but I never really went in depth on the process of how I learned to platinum the game as a first-time FNAF player, like I have with my FNAF Sister Location and FNAF 6 videos. I also didn't do this for FNAF 2, 3, or 4, which in my opinion need a proper in-depth explanation on my journey, so if you guys want to see those videos, subscribe and I'll make them. In order to conquer FNAF 1's Platinum Trophy, I need to complete every night in the game. This means nights 1 through 5 as well as both hardest nights, Night 6 and the infamous 420 mode, which is the hardest night in the game, and I will cover that when I get there in the video. And just like last year, I will be playing on a controller, because I enjoy suffering. FNAF 1 is the easiest game to understand how it works, and loading into Night 1, nothing happens as it acts as a tutorial level. Do get a little quirky at night, that means I want to see Chica get quirky. Joking. So it's the perfect time to explain how the game truly works. But before we do that, let me tell you about this amazing game and one that I've been playing for years called Raid Shadow Legends. This is a free-to-play mobile RPG that is also on PC, which is a perfect game to play when you need time away from extremely hard trophy grinds like FNAF. With over 80 million downloads, you'll have no problem finding people to help you fight your way through tough bosses, and of course, with that being said, you are going to need to level up with a super strong champion, which is the perfect time to mention my favorite champion, Ninja. The legendary strong champion is once again redeemable in Raid Shadow Legends, and he's back for only a limited time only, so you have the chance to unlock him until August 20th, and new players can get him now by following these steps. Simply download Raid using the link in my description or the QR code that's on the screen. Then enter the promo code Ninja Returns to get this fierce fighter and useful in-game items. Existing players can get a free Ninja pack in the in-game shop until August 20th. Then log in for 5 days and Ninja will be yours, which means anyone has a chance to get it, new or returning players. If you stop playing, now is definitely the time to come back to get Ninja to your collection. Just make sure to use my link or a QR code. And if you're not a fan of Ninja, don't worry, there's over 650 unique champions to choose from. Raid has even prepared something special for all new players. We get the chance to win a handheld gaming console, a drone, or even a VR headset, and it's super simple to do. All you need to do is copy your in-game ID and follow this URL and paste in your Raid ID. After that, simply upload gameplay of you playing Raid Shadow Legends, and the best 12 submissions will get a handheld console, VR headset, drone, or even up to $2,000 in Amazon gift cards and in-game items. So if you haven't started playing yet, then click the link in my description or scan my QR code to get insane bonuses only available using my link. These two champions are only available after downloading Raid Shadow Legends through my custom link or QR code. And once you're in game, come find me under the username Dilly Hunts. So with that being said, let's get back to being scared by fluffy bears. In FNAF 1, the movement opportunity system is split into two sections: intervals and AI difficulty. Every night, the animatronics have an AI difficulty number they can generate up to a max number of 20, which is featured in the custom night, which I will go over later. Determining when the animatronics can advance is combining the AI difficulty with the move intervals. Each animatronic has an exact chance to move every couple of seconds, and every time a time interval goes by, that animatronic will generate a number between 1 and 20. The game will then compare that randomly generated number to your animatronic's AI difficulty number. If the randomly generated number ends up being less than the animatronic's AI value, then the animatronic will move. But if the generated number is greater than the animatronic's AI level, it will not move. This is actually the reason Chica and Bonnie camped your left and right door for so long, because they are not generating enough high numbers to go away. The only exception to this system is Freddy and Foxy, who act a little different, but don't worry, I'll be sure to cover that in a little bit. The system really doesn't matter in Night 1, since the first night every animatronic has a 0 difficulty and will not move until 2 AM. But after 2 AM, Bonnie's difficulty will move up to a 1, and everyone else will stay at 0.
Oh my god, look at him.
How freaky do you think, how freaky you guys think Bonnie is? Look at him.
Oh my god.
But when 3 AM comes around is when the night gets serious. Bonnie's level goes to a 3, Chica's goes to a 1, and Foxy goes to a 1. And it is super rare for Foxy to attack me. But since I was off my cameras for so long, this happened. I heard somebody, honestly, the first night is super simple, so after replaying it, we get our first trophy for completing the first night. 1. There we go. A year later, and I'm still goated. Like, it's that easy. I don't know what to tell you. It's that easy. Night 2 is when the game starts to get a bit more serious as a new animatronic joins the fun, Foxy. How he works is a little interesting. He works almost the exact same as the previous animatronics with the AI and interval system. Instead, his Pirate Cove stages change. In Stage 1, his curtains are closed. Stage 2, he peeks his head out. Stage 3, he is out. And in Stage 4, he is ready to attack. Countering Foxy is a little in-depth to get into, which I will explain later in the video when I cover the 420 mode. Whenever Foxy has the chance to advance in his movement opportunity, he moves to the next stage until he runs down the hallway to attack your door. When When you close your camera, there's a random time between 0.83 seconds and 16.67 seconds where he's not able to move. But after that, he will start up his movement opportunity again until he reaches stage 4 where he attacks. When he attacks, you're going to want to put down your left door, which will have him hit the door, resulting in a power drain. For the first attack, he only drains 1% power, which is fine. On the second chance, he drains 6% power, and on the third attack or more, he drains 11% power every single time. So ideally, we would prefer if Foxy didn't get to our door at all. And there's a way to achieve this, which I will cover later. But that's pretty much it for night 2. Okay, easy. Too easy. It's just too easy, I don't know what to tell you. Night 3 introduces Freddy into the mix of animatronics, and how he works is interesting. He starts off at the show stage just like Chica and Bonnie, and he is the last one to move off of the show stage. When he gets a successful movement opportunity, he won't immediately move. Instead, he has more of a countdown that works like this: 1000 minus x 100 frames. X being the level in his AI. Imagine this, at AI level 1, it would be 900 frames. At AI level 2, it would be 800 frames. The game runs at 60 FPS, which means he would move at 15 seconds at AI level 1, and every time his AI level goes up, that countdown timer would move down by 1.5 seconds. Meaning, when he gets to level 20, there's no timer. He's going to immediately move. Every time one of his movement opportunities occur, he will play this sound cue. Enough laughs and he will eventually make it to Cam 4B, which is in the right hallway, inevitably killing me. There's some more important things about both Freddy and Foxy I will get into later, but for now I want to explain how truly important power is in the game. When you use 2 bars of power, you are draining 18% per hour. If you use 3 bars, it drains 27%. And if I have every single bar of power used, that drains a whopping 36% of power, which we need to avoid. When Chica goes to Cam 6, the picture goes out and you can only hear the audio, but this isn't much of a big deal because as long as you can hear this, we know Chica is in the kitchen and she doesn't pose a threat, so we don't need to waste power checking to see if she's at the right door until we stop hearing that noise. But I know what you're thinking. How can we know if Chica's at camera 4B, which is right next to our door, without wasting heavy power? You do this by listening to this sound. When this sound plays, it means either Chica or Bonnie have moved, so they can be either at your door or in the back hallway. So to a certain degree, you can control how much power you use by listening to their positions and quickly checking the hallway cameras. What you can't control is when Chica or Bonnie is taking forever to leave your door. When Bonnie or Chica are stuck at your door, it's because they're not rolling a high enough number to finally move. So they just sit there draining your power until they draw a high enough number. So yeah, that's night 3. Okay, I thought I was about to be dead. I'm goated. Night 4 is a lot like Night 3, with the only exception is that Freddy gets more aggressive, but he's not our focus. For the trophy No Running, I need to complete Night 4 without Foxy leaving Pirate Cove. To do this, we are going to do a pretty common strategy in the FNAF community, called cam stalling. This will prevent Foxy from moving entirely. Let me explain. Every time you pull up the camera, Foxy is stalled anywhere from 0.83 seconds to 17.48 seconds. Every 5 seconds that you're not looking at the cameras, Foxy has the chance to move. So pulling up the cameras will stop that entirely and he won't have any chance at all. But the goal of this night is to make sure that Foxy doesn't leave Pirate Cove at all. The easiest way to beat this night was to literally check both light doors for Bonnie and Chica, then flip the camera to stall Foxy from moving and repeat. And this is what it looked like. And that's how the rest of the night went. Foxy didn't leave his curtain the entire night, but when the night completed, this happened. Okay, there we go. 4 nights at Freddy's, and I should be getting my other trophy? That's right, for some awesome reason, the trophy did not pop, so I had to replay the entire game up to this point of night 4. Oh, I just kept Foxy from escaping during night 4. And beating it again would then finally give me the trophy. Oh, thank God. It's so annoying that I had to replay the whole game, but at least I got it. Night 5 is when the pace is supposed to pick up and when the animatronics are supposed to get super hard to micromanage. But honestly, Night 5 was super easy because of the trophy No Laughing. For this trophy, we have to keep Freddy from leaving the show stage and getting to Cam 4B. So essentially, we need to stop him from following his countdown timer path. Freddy travels from show stage to dining area to the restroom and then Chica's kitchen. After that, he will then go to the East Hall where we need to avoid. This is how Freddy is a lot like Foxy, because just like Foxy, his weakness is camera stalling. As long as we keep the camera on the show stage and we consistently flip the camera, he will not move. This is literally the easiest way to beat Night 5. All you need to do is flip the camera on the show stage, check the door lights for both Bonnie and Chica, and repeat. This will make it so only Chica and Bonnie are the only threats, because while I'm cam stalling Freddy, it also cam stalls Foxy. For anyone who doesn't know, you don't actually need to stay on Pirate Cove's camera to cam stall Foxy. As long as the cameras are being watched, Foxy will not move. The game even mentions this in Night 2.
Also, check on the curtain in Pirate Cove from time to time. The character in there seems unique in that he becomes more active if the cameras remain off for long periods of time.
So as long as I spam the camera on Freddy's camera, this night will be a piece of cake. I'm the FNAF console king. I'm his undergraduate, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm in college to be a FNAF king type shit. That's me right now. Toward the end of the night, around 4 and 5 a.m., a strat I formed was I would cam flip 5 times, check both door lights, and repeat. 2, 3, 4, 5. Did he just look at the camera? I repeat, did he look at the camera? I have nothing to back this up. It just worked for me, but it did drain a shit ton of unnecessary power, and I'll admit, I got super lucky with the end of this night. Oh yeah, I'm cooked. Oh yeah, that's it. Oh my god, I'm just gonna sit here. Oh, okay, we got it! We got it with 2% power left to my name. I'm an absolute G. With all the main nights out of the way, all that's left is Night 6 and the Custom Night 2020 mode, where all the animatronic AI levels are max level. With the exception of 420, Night 6 is the hardest, most difficult night to beat. All animatronics are incredibly active, so I need to make sure to micromanage all of them carefully in order to complete this night. Up until this point, I still haven't gotten the trophy No Hiding for being jump scared, because even knowing I was jump scared by Foxy in Night 1, I guess it didn't count, and I haven't been jump scared since. Well, notice how I finally got jump scared and the trophy still never popped? Classic FNAF console port. Night 6 is almost 2 times as difficult as Night 5, and it is the only main night besides 2020 mode to have AI difficulties in the double digits. Freddy starts at 4, Bonnie ranges anywhere from 10 to 13, Chica ranges anywhere from 12 to 14, and Foxy stays at AI level 6 to 8. But just like Night 5, the camera stall strategy proved to make this night extremely easy. So yeah, you fat chicken bitch. Bro, I would so eat Chica's poop, bro. You think it's like golden? Joking. Okay, so if Freddy is Diddy, who is Foxy? We'll call Foxy Dr. Disrespect. Foxy is Dr. Disrespect. Yep. Okay, so Bonnie, we're gonna name him, he's the fentanyl bunny. Like Barney, like he tries to sell you fentanyl out of his pouch. I was able to beat Night 6, no problem, but I got extremely lucky.
Please. Please.
I won at 0% power. 0% power on the dot. Now for the hardest night in all of FNAF 1 history, Night 7, also known as 420 mode. Night 7 is the most unforgiving night with extreme power drainage, and all the animatronics are at AI level 20, which means no matter what number they generate, it will have the animatronics move since all the AI levels are set to 20. This means Freddy immediately moves to your door in the East Hall, and you cannot stall him to prevent it. I'm dead. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, like your mother. Jump scare me like my mother. That's fine. I'm doing ruin, I don't care. Oh, why? I got the trophy for being jump scared. Oh, cool. Thankfully, we can cam stall Foxy as usual, but you need to be extremely fast. And as we know, you don't need to be looking at Foxy to stall him. All we need to do is keep our camera on 4B to prevent Freddy from getting in to kill me. 420 mode isn't as hard as it seems, and I have the best strategy to get you to beat this mode every single time. All you need to do is keep your camera on 4B where Freddy is, keep flipping your camera up and down while checking both doors, and occasionally check for Foxy to see if he's out of Pirate Cove. To do this, all you need to do is close the right door and then go to Foxy's cam. Closing the right door will prevent Freddy from getting in, so you can check to see if Foxy has left his Pirate Cove position. Just be sure that you go back to cam 4B before opening the right door to make sure Freddy doesn't get in. The issue I had with Night 7 is I was using way too much power. Between me spamming the camera and checking the lights, I was draining power way too fast. Ideally, 1 AM should have at least 80% power, 2 AM should have at least 60% power, 3 AM should have at least 50% power, 4 AM should have 25, and 5 AM should have around 9 or 10. And by 3 AM, I had way less than 50% power. And around 4 AM, I only had 20%, which was not enough to beat the night. When you run out of power, an outage will happen, which will activate 3 different stages. In stage 1 is where Freddy will not appear at my door. Every 5 seconds, there's a 20% chance for him to show up at your door for a max of 20 seconds. When he appears at my door for the outage, his eyes will flash. And when we enter stage 2, that has the same timer as stage 1. When stage 2 ends, you will be in stage 3, where you're pretty much dead. Every 2 seconds, there's a 20% chance that you will stay idle in this stage until you die. But if you get lucky, the clock will hit 6 AM right before you die. So this all relies on extremely good RNG, so you can get past the night. Oh my god, this is such good RNG, but I'm not gonna win. Oh my god, the RNG on that was insane! Oh my god, the RNG was insane! Holy shit, the RNG was insane! Bro, the RNG was absolutely insane on that. Absolutely insane. Holy shit. Well, there you have it. That was my proper in-depth explanation as to how I completed all of FNAF 1 and platinumed the game. If you guys enjoyed this video, consider subscribing, which I really don't ask you guys to do a lot, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.